Hey guys, MBV Reviews here again, this time with another video review. This time of Deluxe Class Dark of the Moon Bumblebee. So this is the Bumblebee that appears in the third movie. Obviously your standard Chevy Camaro with the upgrade. This time with the spoiler at the end. And square lights instead of round. Doesn't show off that well because it's very dark. And they are clear plastic kind of thing. At least no, they're not. They're just black. They're supposed to be lights there. Very nice paint detailing. Obviously an Autobot logo there. Trying to show this off, but it says Camaro SS, or if, yeah, I think it's SS. And then you obviously have your sides. I'm pretty sure that's meant for cooling right there. So this is what's the funny thing. There's that big Autobot logo there. And then there's supposed to be that tiny one right there. It's like super tiny. So it's kind of funny. Obviously your door is this over here. Obviously your basic backing. Chevy logo. Or Chevrolet, Chevy. Your standardized headlights, your two exhaust pipes, and your license plate, which is nothing. So again, it's the same thing as that side, so rolls a little bit stiff on one of my wheels, so let me just try to straighten these out. That's odd. One roll stiff. So I guess I pushed that in properly or something like that. So it won't roll. Oh, when it does want to roll, it rolls very well. And that's just probably because I have it on there properly. Like, everything. Yeah, like, this side even rolls, so it's just me mistransforming it. Now to get to the actual, before we get to the actual transformation, since he is the Dark of the Moon, he comes with a mech tech. And obviously, as you know, with these guys, deluxe classes don't hold their shape. And this is the thing. With this guy too, sometimes this one on mine sticks, so it might not be all mine, but it sticks. He has only one port, and that's obviously the one that's trying to cover. So, because of there, mine it's loose like there's no tomorrow, so. But luckily I have a laser beak one, which is a lot tighter. So it's, the peg on that one is actually very loose. So to get to the actual transformation, quick note before I keep on wanting to go towards it. He has actually hidden guns right there. So I'm guessing the way they designed it, so for added playability, he would have left this up. I don't think it's actually showing instructions, but those go up, and he can go and drive around shooting people. Because it makes no sense to have these in robot mode, because this just ends up being in his back, so that has to be implemented for that. So once you have that pulled out, you can lift up from here. It goes in from that tab to slot here. Pull this forward. Those plug in this area here, mainly here and there. Just make sure you have that straight to the middle. Flip the untap the doors here to that hole, and then it's just a lot of more. I'm gonna get the legs done, so going down to the legs, you're just going to want to untap these. It's on hinge here and hinge here to create the hip pads. So same on both sides, and you're just going to want to bring down the feet. Separate the legs, bring them down, and there you have Bumblebee, or part of him. Kind of a gear walk mode if you think about it. Not really, but I just like to think of it that way. So once you have that done, you just want to flip these down, raise the arms up, and move them out. They're going to be on this joint here, and that's how they're going to move out. Then you're just going to want to bring the chest down, and make sure the head doesn't knock everything. If you have to, flip that up. Flip this up, and then you're going to want to plug in that big old tab into, I don't know which one it actually plugs into. All I know is it actually plugs in. So once you press down and you got it clipped in, the chest should be fine. Just get him straight all up. Bring down his arms. Bring out the folded, and obviously now flip out his hands. Flip out his hands, undo the hinge, and then you're left with this. Luckily it compacts more. So then you're just gonna flip this in, bring this down a notch, and then push it back up into this area, into the back, so it actually stays together. So now we have Bumblebee, and sorry about that. So now we got Bumblebee in robot mode. So he can hold his weapon. He's one of the only few Transformers who can actually hold his actual hand from Dark of the Moon. It's because they actually designed it so he can hold it, which is actually a pretty good thing. I wish it locked though, and it's that easy to come out just like that. It can come out, but that's fine. Obviously, you can have more on him. He does have the clip system from Generations line, so you are able to attach more weapons off those lines. So you can beef up your Bumblebee. And you can start calling him Beefy B, because he's going to be all beefy. I just did miss a step, and that's to flip up the windows. I'm sorry about that. Otherwise, everything else on here is perfect. So, this is not my first Bumblebee figure. This guy, I was not too keen on actually getting him, but when I got him for $5, I said, what the heck is Bumblebee? I actually quite enjoy him now. He's a very nice figure. I wouldn't. These are Hasbro stupidity. Or at least these ones, like the one that doesn't lock, like Laserbeak, his doesn't lock. This is like Starscream. Theirs don't lock until you put in the other half, which is actually pretty smart, because it allows you to have a big weapon while still being able to be held by the figure, and it locks into that big position. So that's an upside to those kinds. So it's like Hasbro almost knows what they're doing, but they know what they're doing, but you just don't know how to appeal to the young minds these days, because we have Call of Duty and it's all about guns. You know what would be great? In Japan, they have contests. These are great because these, I think, go on for like 5 months or several months, and they're awesome for that. So yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Oh, articulation. So he has up and down, back and forth, or back and forth, or up and down. I don't know. He can go 360, but he is hindered by his wheel. So technically, yes, he could go 360. He's on bulk joints at the hips, as in the arms. The arms, he has swivels for elbows and hinges for hands, pretty much. So bulk joints, and here, up here, down here, hinge. Just a bunch of hinges for not much of feet articulation, but it still makes quite a decent figure. And I do recommend, if you do like Bumblebee, I would get him. I believe this is actually one of the better ones after I got my hands on it, because of like some of the other, like, I know the first movie Bumblebee wasn't the greatest. The second one was actually, the second deluxe class one was actually one of the better ones, and this is one of the other better ones. So Hasbro kept on increasing themselves. But my favorite Bumblebee overall is actually the deluxe class animated Bumblebee, because it was one of their smartest pieces of engineering. And it's just high overall favoritism for Transformers Animated. But, so, this was MBB Reviews. Again, today taking a look at Transformers Dark of the Moon Bumblebee Mech Tech. Let's just pretend these never existed. Yeah. So, I'm gonna see you guys next time. Leave some comments below what you think of this kind of lighting shot. I have the lighting right over my camera for this review specifically, so I don't know how it compares to my other ones. So if you guys could kindly leave a like in the description below, and I'm gonna see you next time on MBB Reviews. So let's just let him sleep. Yeah, just let him sleep. See you.